plaintiff, LaShawn White Sr., and the defendant have a child together. LaShawn claims he didn't want to be absent from his son's life, so after he and the defendant broke up, they continued living together. However, LaShawn's suing his ex-girlfriend for the value of his personal property she refuses to return. Defendant Taylor Wood admits that LaShawn is a good father, but says he was a controlling and abusive boyfriend. Taylor claims she called the police on LaShawn numerous times for assault, and she has the tape to prove it. Taylor denies owing LaShawn for anything.
All rise. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Greg Mathis presiding. You may now be seated.
Start with you.
Okay. I met the defendant in August of 2015. I met her at a job that we both were working at. I found out that she was pregnant with my child in January 2016. I didn't want to be absent from my son's life. I actually took the opportunity and initiative to be there for my child full time.
You all lived in the
Yes,
same
sir.
household?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. How long did you all live together?
We shared 2 different residences in a 2-year span.
Why did you all break up?
Things weren't working out.
What happened?
Things didn't work out between us.
Why? What happened? I mean, you're talking a little
It just
failure to disclose. It shows that you've been doing something wrong. It was your fault. Let me hear from you, ma'am. You give me some background. He can't tell me why you all broke up.
We actually broke up during the signing of the first lease. A few days afterwards, I was still pregnant with my child.
Second child.
Yes, our child. So my third child.
Hold on.
We had broken up, but we still lived together. We lived together
Okay,
that
that's
whole
what
time.
I'm missing.
Yes.
All right, you all were still living together.
Yes.
Why?
Well, we signed the first lease together, and
Okay, because of the lease.
yes, because of
All
the
right.
lease. And then we signed the second lease together because he was going through a job change, and I found somewhere to go. He didn't have a whole lot of time, so I added him to my lease. And at that point, we were living together in separate bedrooms.
Okay. Do you want to tell me how that went for you?
It didn't go so well. I mean, as you see, he conducts himself very well. He's a very good father in my eyes, but he is very controlling, very abusive, emotionally, physically, mentally. I do have an audio recording that...
When did he begin the abuse?
Do you like this? This is the copy
Yeah.
of the audio recording. We could play that also.
When did he begin the abuse?
The first time occurred in November of 2016. I have pictures for that as well if you'd like to see those also.
Baby came when?
September of 2016.
September of 16.
Yes.
And the first assault or abuse began in November?
November of 17, I'm sorry.
That's the first time?
Yes.
Okay. And tell me the scenario behind that, what occurred.
Pretty much it came to...
Yeah, I'll see your picture.
Okay, here's all of them. Okay. I have police reports also. Here's the police reports as well.
He doing all this cursing and call you all kind of bees because you didn't wash the bottles, the baby bottles? I could have
Yes.
cleaned them, B. I didn't put them in the sink. Stupid A, B. One point you say, how come I can't leave? He says, 'cause your tires are flat. You really flattened all my tires? I flattened all your tires, B. Like I said, you was next. Like dead. I was gonna flatten your fat A. Is this your police report or what?
Yes, those are the police reports. One of them is from February of 2017. The second one is for February 2018.
Okay, and what date are these pictures you were going to show me?
It's a span. A lot of them are from February 22nd of 2018. There's some in there from 2017.
I can distinguish any of them because on this one you didn't have the cut on your head, you just had
No,
a
that
swollen
one-
lip. On the next one, you were cutting your head. How did that happen?
He threw my phone at my head.
And what happened here to your arm?
He punched me in my arm.
And what happened here?
He cut my leg with a bulletin board.
You ever known him to get into a fight with a man?
One time with a man that I was aware of.
How'd
yes.
that go?
I don't know. We didn't know each other.
Most guys who beat women, they're scared to fight a man.
To my understanding, he wasn't successful at the fight.
Right, that's my point. And then their anger, want to take the anger out on the wrong person. It's misplaced anger. Sir, you want to respond to all these pictures that I'm seeing and the text that I read, or was that the audio?
Yeah, that was the audio.
Okay, well, let me hit the audio first, and then so he can say it, because he may say it's not him. So let's listen to that.
The kid that you claim that you want to be a parent for, you got dirty bottles that's been in the sink for 5 days. What you want to
And you're an adult too. You could have cleaned them. Stop, LaShawn. Stop.
Who you talking to? But I could have cleaned them. I didn't put them in the
All
sink.
right, you're right. You're right. You're right. Can you please just leave me alone?
Like for real, who the are you talking to? Who the are you talking to?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not. You're not sorry. You think I'm that's what it is, which I could be like I told you. I try to show you I wasn't when I beat your over there and I told you to go get your brother. That's how I show you how I am. Go get your brother. What I would do to you, I would do to him. Go get your brother. And I still feel the same way. If you want to go get your brother, if you feel like your brother can beat my ass, go get your brother, dog. Or you're tired of the things I say to you, or you tired of me doing the things I do to you, go get your brother.
How come I can't leave?
Because your tires on flat.
You really flattened all my
I
tires?
flattened all your tires. Like I said, you was next. Like dead ass. I'm gonna flatten your fat ass. You got money for all the new that you gonna buy for your new spot. So you got tire money, dog. You got money to pay transfer fees and all that. Or money to break leases. You got transfer money. Thousands of dollars to break leases, though.
Not thousands of dollars. That's not how much it's gonna cost.
Thousands of dollars.
Do you want to read the lease?
No, I want to read your death certificate. That's what I want to read. Make sure I ain't gotta see you in even a dream of mine.
Did you tell your brother
I didn't call him for that incident, no.
of him beating on you frequently?
No.
Okay. All right, sir, how do you want to respond to this?
No response.
All right,
I
ma'am.
take responsibility for my actions.
Okay, so that means you should be in jail. Did you report it to the police? This, what he did to you. I heard him assault you. You said, stop. Then you said, I'm sorry.
Because
And then he said, yeah, I know you wanted to stop the abuse. I understand. Then he says, you're not sorry. Most people, if you say, I'm sorry, that might touch them a little, and they might have said, okay, B, that's horrible. But that would have been like, I won, so I have no other reason to keep abusing you. Tell me about the police. I see this is a police report you made.
yes, that's the police report from February of 2017. That time I had to go to the hospital because he beat me so bad that I had a concussion.
So what happened?
I don't exactly recall what that time was for, to be honest. It was a little after Valentine's Day. He has a very bad temper. We argued, as you see, about the smallest things.
Yeah, so do I. I don't beat my wife. I don't abuse my wife. So police?
That's the incident I was talking about where I said I don't really know what started the argument. That's when I went to the hospital, I had a concussion. That's actually the time he flattened my tires as well.
Did they investigate? Did they speak with him? Did they charge him?
I filed that order from the hospital. They didn't charge him. They didn't speak with him. At that time, I mean, call me young, dumb, and in love, but at the time I didn't want to press charges in 2017.
All right, and that happens all the time.
Yeah.
So you're not unique in that. But the second time,
I found my strength.
on the day of Me Too, I'm glad that you brought it here. In the day of the women's fight against abuse, sexual and otherwise, I'm glad you brought it here. So we can talk about this. And so you're really doing a service. So what are we gonna do about the police?
About the police as far as pressing charges.
Yes.
My main goal, obviously, you see I didn't countersue. I just want to be able to co-parent our son. I want there to be good communication, and that's all I'm worried about. I'm not worried about being involved with him. I don't want to get him in any more trouble. I want to take care of my son.
Don't avoid his prosecution thinking that your son might not want it, or your all's child might want it. And just don't want, he'll understand it for sure. If he saw you being assaulted, he'll definitely understand it. How often does he see the child?
Right now, our parenting plan is every other week. So
All right, so he can do 2 weeks in jail straight. If that's your concern. Sir, one last statement, and that's regarding the property. What do you want to tell me about the property?
So the property that was in my lawsuit, Your Honor, was due to me being removed from the residence on February 22nd, 2018. I was denied entrance to the property because of, I guess, an order of protection that was put in place. A few hours after her order of protection, before I even knew about her order of protection, she showed up at both of my jobs, my part-time job, my full-time job, saying that, you know, there was an altercation, and I put my hands on her that morning. Order of protection, she stated that she feared for her life. If she feared for her life, like she said, she wouldn't have showed up at my job.
Yes, she would. Other people are there. I want to talk about the personal property, not her coming to your job. That's not your suit. Your suit is for personal property.
Okay.
Now, how does she owe you for that?
Basically, since the order of protection was put in place, I made more than 8 attempts to retrieve property from the residence, like clothes for work. I was wearing the same clothes for work for about 3 weeks. Furnishings, I furnished both residents in the 2 years.
She didn't put any money into the residence?
All she had basically was her 2 kids and things for the kids. Furniture, televisions, appliances, and everything like that. I supplied for both.
So you tried 8 times?
Yes, sir. I have a call log of the multiple attempts.
Young lady, let me hear from you on this. Let me see his call log. What was the agreement on him getting his things?
We set up a civil standby for March 14th of 2018. He was successful in getting most of his items then. We set up another standby for March 18th. He was supposed to...
How did he get his things the first time?
I believe he packed most of the things in his car.
Why didn't he get a U-Haul and get them all out?
That I'm unsure. You
Why
have to
didn't
ask
you get a
him.
U-Haul and get everything out that day?
We had an agreement after the order of protection was dropped that I would be able to retrieve my stuff from the property.
You came.
Yes, I came twice that day.
No, right. So why didn't you get all your things?
The first time she did not comply, Your Honor.
No, when she did comply, why didn't you get all your things?
I was not able to get a
Oh, well, then
U-Haul.
that's your fault.
U-Haul was closed that day.
Your issues are not her concern. Your claim is dismissed. You just admitted that you couldn't get it because of the U-Haul. Have a good day. Claim dismissed.
I don't really have much to say.
Took a loss today, but when in this custody case, when it starts, we won't be taking a loss there.